Top 3 questions I get asked on this channel. What does the Amazon Relay load board look like? How do I book loads? And when I book those loads, how do I stay so local? These are the relay rates for Friday, June 13th.
Let's get into those SoCal relay rates.
All right, we're gonna start this one off a little bit differently. I'm gonna show you what's possible. Now, I don't show these numbers to flex on them. Not a big week to flex on. I'm having a semi-successful week, through 3 days at Amazon this week. Kind of feeling good about it, and I still have, tonight and all night tomorrow night to finish off my week with. I'm not trying to prove anything to you. I've got a lot to prove to myself, basically. So, if you look at like what's possible with Amazon, and I share these because when I was on the outside looking in, people were like, oh, Amazon's terrible, all this kind of stuff. So let me just show you what's possible in this week I'm in right now. The 3 days, or 3 nights, I should say, that I've thrown at Amazon. Sunday going into Monday, started off my night down in ℙ𝕗𝕝𝕚𝕝𝕗𝕗, running a trailer across the street 2 miles. From there, went also down in ℙ𝕗𝕝𝕗𝕗 up to VCA 4. Went from ℙ𝕗𝕗𝕝𝕗𝕗 up to like middle San Diego, that's in like Claremont Mesa area. Then ran up to Vista, and then my last load of the night was stop down in ℙ𝕗𝕗𝕝𝕗𝕗, run up to Poway. Now that was the end of Sunday into Monday. Monday into Tuesday, here's a little, got that Tonu money. They canceled it, but they canceled it within 2 hours of it stopping, so love that 175. Did put a little bit of miles on the truck this night. Ran up from ℙ𝕗𝕗𝕝𝕗𝕗 up to Mission Viejo. Got a connecting load from the exact same place in Mission Viejo over to Chino, and Chino left me about 3.5 miles from Ontario and got a connecting load all the way back to San Diego. That was my best night that night. That was, let's see, Monday going into Tuesday, Tuesday going into Wednesday, took it off. Was tired. I mean, when I go for Amazon, I go hard. So, definitely needed my rest. Let's see here. This was Thursday going into Friday. Started off going I went to Poway kind of for cheap, going down to ℙ𝕗𝕗𝕝𝕗𝕗. I picked it because it got me out of paying the toll. They then canceled a load. ℙ𝕗𝕗𝕝𝕗𝕗 to Chula Vista, that was a quick little run. Then caught another one of those, moved the trailer across the streets, and then I had this one booked for this morning. This would have been Friday morning. They ended up canceling it. So, I took last night off too. But like I said, if you add all this stuff up, it comes up to just over $3,000. Not bad for throwing 3 days at it. I did all this on about 105 gallons of fuel, give or take 1 or 2 gallons there. So that's what's possible. So let's talk about these relay rates for tonight. We're going to look at, as always, going to put chapters in this because I respect your time. We're going to look at San Diego briefly. We're going to look at spot capacity. And then if you're wondering, is this possible in my area? We're going to take a look at last time's winner, which is Edwin Lock 1 wanted to see my favorite city in America, Pflugerville, Texas. We're going to look at box trucks and semi-equipment. So let's do it. Let's jump into the load board here and see what Amazon is recommending to me today. Congratulations, you unlocked early access. That means my grade. If you want to see my grade, I'm happy to show it. Scorecard, 100%. I don't say that to brag. I don't say that to sound cocky, arrogant, whatever. I say that if you got it, you know what's involved with that. Basically 98% and above is where you see the good loads and you see them for a good amount of time. All those loads I just showed you in my little $3,000 week in 3 days here, 100% of those loads I booked off of early access. So I do have the grade to back it up. I don't want to be too cocky about it because I'm one mistake away from being on Amazon's leper island seeing nothing for the next month and a half. So not cocky about it. I'm showing it. It's just fact. Back to the load board. Let's see what they're recommending for me here in San Diego today. They're already recommending Jurupa Valley to Eastvale. See all these with the locks? That's all early access. I like it on the $8.35 a mile. I don't like it on the $2.80 a mile, but I'm not going to complain. Jurupa Valley to Eastvale, those numbers on the side, 1 through 4, that means you're picking up at one place and dropping off at 3 subsequent locations for a total of 4 stops. $8.35 a mile, kind of a low payout at $1.89. Those are typically the kind of moves that I look for. Ontario to Eastvale, 1 pick, 2 stops, total of 3, $2.80 a mile, $2.80 a mile, and $2.80 payout. Jurupa Valley to Rialto, $4.58 a mile, $196. Jurupa to Eastvale, $3.22. Bloomington to Rialto, $4.20 payout. That's not bad. Let's see how long that one takes, though. Yeah, see, when they put these in here where it's just a city name, that is a third-party site, and you're getting out of the Amazon system. And sure enough, this starts on Friday at 5:23 and ends almost just over 24 hours later on Sunday at 6:46 p.m. So definitely not going to do that. $420 to tie the truck up for 2 days, not going to happen with me. Temecula to Eastvale, $3.17 a mile. Anaheim to Rialto, $2.38 payout. Oxnard to Simi Valley, quick little run there. These are the kind of runs I love. They say that's going to take an hour and a half to drive 30 miles. That's going to take as long as it takes you to drive 30 miles. $5.96 payout. That's Saturday. Let's see, that's coming up here this morning at 3 in the morning, this coming morning. Eastvale to Redlands, $7.16 a mile, $1.90 payout. Look how many of these though have that little lock there, and that's kind of the trick to it, is keeping that grade high. Here's a San Diego going up to Bloomington. I believe that's up in San Bernardino or near there. $3.42 a mile, $4.17 payout. And I'm just going to shut up and kind of scroll through these a little bit. These are all 53-foot trailers. Are these recommendations useful? Sure, why not? Thanks for the feedback. All right, spot capacity. If you're not familiar with what it is, it's these little emails they send out, and it's where they have an urgent load and time is of the essence in replying. I can't speak on it necessarily for today, but like historically, I think that they've gone with whoever responds first, kind of regardless of rate sometimes. Sometimes I've responded back on these with kind of high rates, and they've gone with me just because I've been quick to it. Here was one last night, 168.39 miles. Their offer is $5.51. This is your one and only time to negotiate a higher rate with Amazon. This was going from San 5, which is down in Otay, to a vendor, to LGB8. So, you know, if they're offering $5.51, would I feel comfortable shooting back like, hey, I'll be there on time for $7.50? Sure, but this was this morning. I was sleeping then. Another one for San 5 came through on Tuesday. This looks like the same. Oh, actually, no, this is different. This is going to Bloomington. So San 5 to a third-party site to Bloomington, almost 200 miles, $5.50 is what they're offering. Again, I would absolutely negotiate that price. Things to negotiate with. Can you be there close to when they're on time is? What's your grade with Amazon? You know, you call up and you say, listen, I'm 100% chance historically that says I'm going to get this done for you tonight exactly how you want it. I think that's a negotiating chip right there. Another one on Tuesday, San 5 to vendor. This one ended up in Fontana, 122 miles, $5.08. Spot capacity request on Tuesday. This was from ONT1, so up in Ontario. Oh, this is a 26-foot box truck. Going to, I think PZ is code for post office, and Jurupa Valley, and then to Bishop. Look at that, 254 miles, $750. I include box trucks in these because people request them. I want to make it perfectly clear though, I've never owned or operated a box truck. I just include them because people request them. Another one in my neck of the woods for 53-foot equipment, SCA4, that's up off of Camino del Norte off the 15, 95 miles, $400.42. And then let's take a look at, we got two more 26-foot box trucks we'll look at. This was going from CN08 to DD06, looks like staying within the Amazon system, not going to post offices, not going to third-party sites, which is kind of rare for a box truck. 46 miles, $250. And then, what was that last box truck one right here? Down in my neck of the woods, San 5 going to several different post office locations, ending in Mecca, $192, $432 payout. I would like that payout to be higher because I suspect you're not going to find a connecting load from Mecca. But let's do what we came to do. Pflugerville, Texas for Edwin Locke. Let's jump in here and see what we're working with. Can I spell Pflugerville? Blue. Thank God it came up first. And, you know, if you want your name to appear in here, you want to be one of my potential winners, just let me know. I want to see this in long format. I want to see it in relay rates. Please don't say, hey, Pflugerville 26-foot box truck, because I'm going to think you want a load board, and that's exactly what I'm going to make for you. But I will do both types of equipment, both box trucks and semis for you. Let's start with 75 miles, and we will look at, let's look at box trucks first. We'll say all box trucks, both 26 and 16. Search loads. We've got to take out blocks. Otherwise, we can't sort it by price per distance highest. And here's a valuable piece of information that I always like to look at. Okay, so 75 miles around Pflugerville, says there's 36 loads. Let's cut that down to 50. Still 36 loads. Let's bump that up to 100. That jumps up to 92. So there's a sweet spot outside of Pflugerville that's more than 75 miles, but less than 100, that more than triples the rates, or more than triples the loads. My comfort level on these is always 75. That's what I like to go with, so let's look at these. Let's turn off auto refresh. Kyle, Texas, ending up in Shiner, Texas, $228 a mile, so 228's top money for box trucks. Pflugerville to Spring Branch, Texas. 1 picks, 6 stops for a total of 7. This looks like it's kind of going in a couple Amazon sites, and then after stop 3, it looks like you're just hitting up post office. I'm not familiar with Texas, but I'm willing to bet 555 Rebel Road in Kyle, Texas is a post office. I'm willing to bet actually 1320 Cabela's. That might be like a Cabela's warehouse. Maybe not. 402 4th Street, Blanco, Texas, willing to bet that's a post office. 132 Blazing Meadows in Spring Ranch, willing to bet that's a post office. So you're starting out at Amazon places, ending up at post office locations. Pflugerville to see, and this is, I hate when that little black box jumps on there. Okay, there we go. I mean, you figure you've got 2 loads and then it drops down to sub $2 a mile. I'm going to scroll through these and shut up unless I see something that catches my eye. But the fact that we're already under $2 a mile is not great in my opinion. You hear Lou snoring in the background? And these are all 26. Here we go. I was just going to say, it looks like they only use 26. This last load on here going from Kyle to Menard, you let me know in the comments, is a 16-foot cube truck. That is $1.13 a mile. The fact that there's only 1 out of the 39, I was just going to say, it looks like this area of Texas does not use 16-foot trucks, but the last one proved me wrong. Going from Kyle, Texas to Menard, Texas. So they do use 16-foot box trucks, but the fact that there's only 1 out of, 36, 1 out of 36. Would I buy a 16-foot box truck if I were in Pflugerville? I would not. Let's switch this around and look at semi-loads. We will say we're willing to haul all containers, trailers, everything like that. Okay, same thing before. 75 miles around Pflugerville. There are 56 loads. If we cut that back down to 50, there are 41. And if we bump that up to 100, there are 85. So I think that's valuable to know. Let's do the 75. This first load on here, Kyle, Texas, adjustable pickup time. That's what that little pencil means. Going to Buda, Texas. That is 1 pick, 1 stop, taking a loaded trailer. And if you're curious as far as like how that little pencil works, you can click on here, edit arrival time. And if I don't want to be there this coming morning at 5:45, I've got the option of 6, 6:30. So it looks like they would have picked up sometime between 5:45 and 6:30. I don't want to accidentally book this, ruin that grade. But that's what that little pencil means. Here's Round Rock to San Marcos, says starting soon. This starts at 12:30. You figure it's 7:21 in San Diego, Texas, 2 hours, I think. So it's what, 9:30 in Texas. It starts in 3 hours. 538 a mile, 328 payout. Kyle, Texas, going back to Pflugerville. 1 pick, 2 stops, total of 3. 509 a mile, 283 payout. SAT2 going to DAU7, 436 a mile with an adjustable pickup time. So see, what I would start doing is I'd start looking at this and be like, okay, this San Marcos, and I don't know Texas that well, but you know, I could be in San Marcos at 1:30, Round Rock at 3:33. My question would be, then can I beat a Kyle, Texas by 5:45? And that's how I'd start stringing my night together. These little tiny short hops. I mean, you can see from the loads I showed you before, I stay in San Diego. Occasionally I go up to Ontario, LA, and when I go up there, I try to make it count. But I mean, that's exactly what I would start doing, is start putting these. And if I couldn't beat a Kyle, Texas by 5:45 after that first one, I'd move that adjustable pickup time to like 6:30 when I could be there, assuming the deadhead makes sense. Zero idea about it. I know where Dallas is and I know where Houston is. That's my Texas knowledge there. I just pissed off all the people in Texas. Sorry, Texas. Round Rock to Pflugerville, I think that's the one we just looked at. That one ended at 443, 357 a mile, 339 payout. Pflugerville to San Marcos, 1 pick, 3 stops, total of 4, almost $500 payout at 338 a mile. I'm going to shut up and scroll through these unless I see something that sticks out. I will point out here, this starting soon, whenever they put a bannered load, some people are like, how do I get promoted loads? Promoted loads aren't a great thing with Amazon. It's just they basically mess up your search filter. Like right now I have it sorted by price per distance highest. See how it goes 308 to 268. And oh, maybe that is in order to 247. Okay, there. proving me wrong. Sometimes I'll put a promoted load in there and it'll go like, you have it sorted by price per mile highest, and it'll say like $5 a mile, $5 a mile. Promoted load, $1 a mile, and then it goes back to $5 a mile. It kind of drives me crazy. Let's see. I'm just gonna scroll through these. Lou is really out. He is over there snoring. Down to $1.50. So there were some decent ones on there. I mean, I could kind of start to put a night together there. And we are ending out page 1. Lowest rate on the board is $1.37. Nope, $1.34, $1.32, $1.30, $1.29. All right. Well, lowest rate on page 1 is $1.28. Let's pick next time's winner. Like I said, if you want your name to appear on here, let me find a random number generator. Let me know. I want to see this in long format. Random number generator. Got that ready to go. That takes care of Pflugerville, which is for Edwin Locke. I'm going to screenshot that so I can tag him in this video. We're going to delete this row. That gives me 10 names on my list. Let's pick a number between 1 and 10. Defaults to 1 and 10. I'm going to type them in there just to be sure. One time I did this and forgot to hit generate and got called out on it, and that person was right and I was wrong. Generate. Number 3. Number 3 is SS at LXXLSS. Houston, Texas. Man, we're staying in Texas here. We're going to do that one next.